This sighting dates back to 1997 in Delaware. The witness, a man named Frank C., was driving with his family through Gravel Hill along Route 404. They had just wrapped up a weekend of camping and fishing and were heading home. It was nighttime. The kids were asleep in the back seat, and Frank and his wife were casually chatting about whether to stop at the next roadside diner. Then, it happened. Out of the darkness, a figure appeared at the edge of the road. Both Frank and his wife saw it clearly. A tall, hairy creature, easily standing 7 to 7.5 feet tall, watching the passing cars from the shadows. His wife immediately shouted for him to stop the car. She had a camera in her bag and instinctively reached for it. In the first picture, we see the silhouette of a massive bipedal creature covered with thick, brownish fur. The lighting is weak, typical for shooting in conditions of poor visibility. It was probably either night or dusk. The creature is depicted from the back, with well-defined shoulders, long arms, and surprisingly proportioned legs. What's most remarkable about the image isn't just the size or clarity of the creature, it's what the camera revealed once the photo was developed. Clinging to the back of the adult figure were two smaller shapes, two infants. If you look closely, you can make out tiny hands, arms, legs, and heads nestled into the thick fur on the adult's back. It's one of the most astonishing details I've ever seen in any alleged Sasquatch photo. This image is an exclusive. It has never been publicly released, until now, and I'm honored to be able to share it with all of you. The second picture was taken from a closer distance, and although the back is shown again, you can see the structure of the coat. It is grayish, with admixtures of reddish-brown, uneven, and looks quite natural. The frame shows that the creature is standing motionless, and in the background, there is dense vegetation, confirming the shooting in a forest environment. Please note, there are no visible signs of forgery in both photos, such as zippers, suit seams, or distorted proportions, which are often found in fake videos. In any case, this is either one of the most compelling photos of Bigfoot taken in that era, or an example of a masterful hoax. This unsettling photo was allegedly taken in Kentucky in the early 2000s. A man was hiking alone through the forest on a cold autumn day, following a trail flanked by steep hills on both sides. At one point, he heard thunderous footsteps echoing from the right side, just beyond the slope. Moments later, a massive creature appeared. The figure was enormous, easily standing at 10 feet tall. Despite the photo being from the early 2000s, the camera quality isn't too bad, and we can make out most of the creature's body, apart from the areas partially hidden by trees. Its feet are enormous, its legs thick and powerful, and its overall frame is unbelievably broad. Just imagine encountering something like this in the wilderness. It likely has incredible speed and strength beyond our comprehension. What's especially strange is its proportions. The head appears oddly small compared to its hulking body and wide shoulders, an unusual look for a Bigfoot. Experts generally estimate Bigfoot's height to fall between 7 and 9 feet, weighing between 600 and 900 pounds, with footprints measuring 15 to 24 inches or more. So while this being seems unusually large, there are claims that some Bigfoot-type creatures can reach such sizes. Could this really be a Bigfoot, or is it something else entirely? Perhaps a different cryptid or an unknown giant that inhabits only this specific forest? While at home, the user heard strange noises near his house. Going outside with his phone, he managed to capture something terrifying. Let's take a look.
Are you joking right now? Look at these nails, peoples.
In this intriguing still from the backyard video, we are presented with what appears to be a large humanoid figure partially obscured by natural foliage. This frame, taken from the midpoint of the video, offers a fleeting yet captivating glimpse at a creature that closely matches popular descriptions of Bigfoot. Tall stature, broad shoulders, and dark, shaggy hair covering most of the visible body. The subject stands upright, with a slightly forward-leaning posture, suggestive of a heavy, muscular upper body. The arm position appears relaxed, but extended, possibly mid-stride. The legs are partially hidden by grass or brush, though their stance hints at forward motion. Judging by nearby known objects, trees, a shed in the background, and a chain-link fence, the figure seems significantly taller than an average human, likely over 7 feet. The width of the torso is also disproportionate to a normal person, lending credence to the idea that this may not be a hoax or someone in a suit. One of the most compelling details is the uniform, matty finish coat of dark brown or black hair. There are no signs of fabric seams, bagginess, or other common giveaways of a costume. Light reflecting off the fur is natural and consistent with the ambient lighting, which suggests realism rather than artificial texture. While this is a still, subtle motion blur, at the arm and leg edges suggests the figure was moving quickly. This dynamic quality is common in supposed Bigfoot footage, often interpreted as the creature retreating from human presence. Background elements, rustling trees, slightly fogged lens, add to the authenticity and caught-in-the-moment atmosphere. The arm length and upper leg to torso ratio are worth noting. The arms appear longer than those of a human, reaching mid-thigh, which aligns with eyewitness reports. The neck seems absent or sunken, a trait often cited in cryptid lore. One of the hunters captured footage of a strange creature resembling a giant monkey. According to the hunter, this was unlike anything he'd ever seen before. Experts who analyzed the video claimed it appeared to be authentic. Interestingly, yet another river Bigfoot video has recently surfaced. This one reportedly filmed along the New Jersey River on May 19, 2025. A man was out hiking alone, simply enjoying some time in nature, when he noticed a dark, humanoid figure partially hidden behind a tree, silently watching him. Startled, he quickly began recording, zooming in and trying to show viewers exactly what he was seeing.
Right there above my finger, behind the tree. I can see it, barely. Look! Look! Holy shit! Holy shit! Right there, look! It's going up the hill. What is that? That thing's making some time.
The creature takes off, sprinting away at high speed. The man, clearly panicked, keeps filming as it climbs up a steep hill. That's when its full size becomes apparent. It appears noticeably larger than a human. Surprisingly, the video is actually quite decent. We get a clear view of the creature's entire body, from head to toe. However, because it was shot from a distance, the finer details are hard to make out, and the footage is a bit blurry. Still, it's some of the better footage we've seen.
Look, there it is. It's going to the right now. Center screen. Right in there. Watch for the movement with the light. See the light behind it from the sun coming up? See it?
Apparently, the man often hikes in areas like this and had never encountered anything out of the ordinary until this day, which changed everything. Much like Colorado, New Jersey has its own deep-rooted Bigfoot lore. Despite being one of the most densely populated states in the country, New Jersey's Pine Barrens, Appalachian foothills, and remote western regions have long been linked to sightings of mysterious hairy creatures roaming the woods. Back in the early 1970s, reports began emerging from Sussex County in the state's northwestern corner. Witnesses claimed to have seen a large, bipedal, hairy creature moving through the dense forests of Stokes State Forest in the Kittatinny Mountains. Locals also described hearing eerie howls, wood-knocking sounds, and even discovered massive footprints. While the Pine Barrens are best known as the home of the Jersey Devil, there have also been numerous sightings of Bigfoot-like creatures. These were often described as dark, hairy figures standing around 8 feet tall, frequently mistaken for bears until they were seen walking upright. In the late 1980s, a group of hikers near Wharton State Forest reported spotting a tall, human-like creature silently observing them from a distance before it slipped away into the pines. As always, I'll leave it to you, the viewers, to decide, is it real or just another legend? This next footage was recorded in Idaho toward the end of 2021 and was uploaded by YouTube user NVTV. What makes this video stand out is its unusual clarity. It shows a close-up encounter with what many believe to be Bigfoot. The uploader pointed out the remarkable level of detail in the creature's body and fur, noting that its massive, intimidating size strongly suggests it's not just someone in a costume. According to them, the footage is particularly striking because it's rare to see an alleged Bigfoot captured this clearly and from such a close distance. The figure fills the frame, giving viewers a solid sense of its sheer width and bulk. While hiking up a snow-covered mountain, a family noticed a large, dark, humanoid figure in the distance. At first, it seemed to be sitting still on the slope, blending seamlessly into the rugged landscape. Then, to their surprise, it rose to its feet, revealing a towering stature and upright posture. Startled, the family believed they might have seen Bigfoot. They managed to film the encounter from a distance before the figure slowly disappeared from sight.
No, you'll be fine. I'm just gonna get more footage of the Sasquatch. Hey, seriously, look how big it is. It's just chilling. I don't think it is a human. I think it's a Sasquatch. Because look, he's on the mountain, way far back on the mountain. But look how huge he is. Okay, so now we drove way down the hill. And look how big that person still is, all the way up on that mountain. Way the hell up there. You can see them right there. Right there. He's sitting on a rock. He's huge. Leave first, but I'm gonna get. No, you'll be fine. I'm just gonna get more footage of the Sasquatch. Hey, seriously, look how big it is.
On March 17th, 2025, exclusive footage surfaced online. According to the caption, the newly leaked clips, allegedly from a government source, appear to show what looks like a Bigfoot. The footage is shaky and unclear, suggesting it may not have come from a trail camera as initially assumed. Either way, this is the clip that's causing a stir. The relatively close-up footage captures a bipedal, humanoid figure moving swiftly through the forest. It appears to have been startled, possibly unaware of the cameraman's presence until the last moment. At first, it's seen crouching low, seemingly preoccupied, but once it realizes it's being watched, it quickly bolts, possibly carrying something as it disappears into the trees. This black and white video has gone viral across several social media platforms, drawing the attention of millions. The big question now is it real? That's the center of the ongoing online debate. One viewer insisted it's as authentic as it gets. Meanwhile, another claimed it's just the beginning of AI-generated videos being passed off as genuine. Interestingly, the footage is rumored to have been leaked by a government source, but no exact location has been provided, only adding to the mystery. And like so many videos involving Bigfoot or other cryptid creatures, this one is surrounded by controversy. These beings still haven't been officially recognized by science, so their existence remains unproven. But maybe, just maybe, one day we'll finally get the confirmation we've all been waiting for. While checking the perimeter of his property after noticing signs of damage, a man decided to investigate the nearby wooded area. As he moved deeper into the forest, he was suddenly startled when several stones were hurled toward him from an unknown source. The unexpected aggression immediately put him on edge. Moments later, he heard low, guttural grunts echoing through the trees, sounds unlike anything he'd ever encountered in the wild. Fearing for his safety, and increasingly convinced that he may have stumbled upon something extraordinary, possibly a Bigfoot, he quickly turned around and fled the area. The experience left him shaken and wondering what exactly he had encountered in those dark woods. This next clip was submitted in 2021 by a man named Eddie V to the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. The footage itself was recorded by Eddie's cousin while kayaking along a stretch of the Cass River in Michigan. In the video, a large humanoid figure, seemingly covered in light brown fur, can be seen carrying what looks like an infant creature resembling itself. Although the footage is blurry, as is common with alleged Bigfoot sightings, the figure is clearly visible, wading through the river with the baby in its arms. Take a look for yourself.
Well, I remember.
Keithy, the creator behind the YouTube channel Metal Detecting in Alaska, was documenting one of his solo metal detecting adventures deep in the Alaskan wilderness when he suddenly heard haunting, echoing howls in the distance, sounds that didn't resemble any known animal. Just moments after the eerie noises faded, a massive rock came hurtling through the air and splashed into a nearby lake, startling him. The combination of the unsettling vocalizations and the unexpected stone throwing left him deeply unnerved, leading him to consider the possibility that he had just experienced a Bigfoot encounter.
Well, it's getting dark on me. Down to my last target. Looks like a little wooden, or... What's that? Whoa, did you guys hear that? It sounded like something howling. Still hear it. Sweet little box. Boy, that freaked me out. Alright, so I'm working my way back. Whoa, did you hear that? Oh man, something just threw something in the water right beside me.
A mushroom forager in northern Illinois ended up finding more than just fungi. While exploring a wooded area, he captured something strange on video and later uploaded it to his YouTube channel, Tomorrow's Garden.
And this one looks like it has a bite out of it. And this one. And there's one over here. Looks like it's holding some water. Huh? I think it's time to go.
At first glance, the footage appears to be genuine. However, some viewers noted that the audio sounded eerily similar to something from a movie, sparking debate about its authenticity. The forager did revisit the same area 6 years later and filmed a follow-up video. This time, nothing unusual was heard. Interestingly, the original video even made its way onto the History Channel. So what's your take on it?